Hi, I'm John, and this is a quick video to tell you what's coming on the Draft Xray channel and website. I'm still working on getting my video set up, so for right now, I'll just be this little cartoon dude. In short, Draft Xray is all about the NFL draft. Draft Xray is going to take a slightly different approach to break down every NFL team's draft, current and years past. And Draft Xray is going to take a look at media covering each team, including the YouTubers, podcasters, bloggers, and Twitter ninjas that have made being an NFL fan in the 21st century a much richer experience. Let's talk about the draft breakdowns first. Instead of only looking at things like draft position value, draft grades, or drafting positions of need, we'll be looking at a broader set of data. For example, how often does a team draft offensive linemen, cornerbacks, wide receivers? And when they do draft them, what round is most likely? First three or last two? How about athletic metrics? Who drafts the most athletic players in your favorite team's division, conference, or the whole league? How much value does your team get from the draft? Do they like to trade or stand pat? Do they like to trade up or down? Did they win the trades they made? All those top 100 lists from the draft analysts, how many did your team draft? How about their hated rival? At Draft Xray, we'll dig into those questions for every team, and that's just for starters. There's also the type of data you've seen 1,000 times, but is presented in a mind-numbing or confusing way. Draft Xray will collect that data and present it in a way that is, hopefully, more impactful. First things first, I'm not referring to traditional analytics when I say data. I'm a graphic designer, not a mathematician, so I can't crunch numbers in a sexy new math kind of way. But I can design the information to be displayed in a way that's easier to understand. Plus, there are already some great metrics out there, such as Kentley-Platt's relative athletic score and approximate value, which was created by Pro Football Reference founder Doug Drennan. Those are just a couple that come to mind. Finally, there are some simple data points that don't require a rocket surgery degree to break down and aren't talked about much and tend to fall by the wayside. Draft and team breakdowns are just part of what we'll be doing here, though. Draft Xray will also focus on the media coverage for each team and the draft. We'll, of course, talk about the big traditional media, but here at Draft Xray, we're going to have a special focus on new media. YouTubers, podcasters, bloggers, Twitter ninjas. Traditional media will still be an important part of our coverage. In fact, I've gathered all the beat writers and team reporters on the Draft Xray website so that they're easy to find for each team. But a focus on new media is going to be a big part of what I do here. These non-traditional forms of media have transformed fandom, and Draft Xray is going to search them out and list them right alongside each team's beat writers and team reporters on the Draft Xray website and feature them on the YouTube channel as well. So whether you're a draft enthusiast, a rabid fan, or getting a step ahead of your fantasy team, or maybe even thinking of placing a few bets on the draft, Draft Xray is going to help you find the people who know their team the best. In the future, I hope to do interviews as part of this deep dive, so if you're interested in being featured and have a YouTube channel, podcast, website, or heck, even a draft or team-focused Twitter account, get in touch. I can't promise that I can cover everyone, but reach out and we'll go from there. Best way to find me right now is on my Twitter account, Draft Xray. In addition to collecting all the best media coverage for each team, I'm also collecting and linking to all the draft-related things from across the web. So all the big boards, all the mock drafts, draft grades, trades, and basically anything having to do with a specific draft. I'm putting it all in one place, sorted by draft year. One place to find it all, whether it's big traditional media outlets like CBS or The Athletic or ESPN, or a smaller blog or Substack. Draft Xray will stay hyper-focused on news items that relate to the draft in some way. So you won't find every single NFL news story, only the ones that impact the draft. That's just a small sample of what's planned. The reality is, currently, Draft Xray barely touches on the things I want to cover. There are all kinds of bugs and rough edges on the website, and my original vision of more infographic-style pages aren't where they should be yet. Also, I'm still in the process of collecting all the links for this year's draft, so depending on when you watch this, it might not quite be up to speed yet. Turns out, creating all these things takes a massive amount of time. So what the website and this channel are today is just a baby step, with much more to come. It'll take some time to get things up to the original vision, but the ride should be fun, and I hope you'll come along. Since this is a new channel, it would really help if you hit subscribe and spread the word. Also, follow us on Twitter and check out the site on draftxray.com. And if you're a fan of this email newsletter craze, I've got one of those coming soon as well. It'll be a mix of original content and linking to the best draft reads, mocks, YouTube shows, podcasts, or Twitter knowledge bombs that week. It'll be launching soon. You can subscribe at draftxray.com/newsletter. So check back soon for the pre-draft team breakdowns. And until then, see ya.